Hey guys, welcome back to the Cyclic Guy. Today as you can see, my tank's a mess right now, but that's only because I'm gonna do a new video on how to change gravel. I just started and I realized that maybe I should do a video on this for anyone that doesn't know or just wants to change their gravel out. So, first thing, you want to buy a strainer, just any strainer, because you definitely won't want to use your one that you use for food for this. So as you can see, I already have a lot out into the bucket, and so I'm gonna replace it with some cichlid crushed coral that helps buffer pH and keep it high for the cichlids. And so I'm just gonna show you guys how to do this. And first, what you want to do is get out all the gravel, and do water changes while you do it. Just 5-gallon water changes to just get out as much of the poop out as possible. So as you can see, I've done almost 5 water changes already, and it's still really murky. So so this is just the first part of the video, and I'll explain the steps as I go on. So as the gravel starts to get lower, you may want to use a small net like this to start to scoop out the gravel, because the strainer isn't flat. So you can get all the gravel, because you don't want any gravel to mix with the sand, because if you can see the blue, then it won't look nearly as good as just all white. So I'm gonna use a smaller net to get out the rest of the gravel, and then I'll show you the next step. So now you can see that almost all the gravel is out of the bottom, but the tank is really dirty. So I'm gonna let the all the stuff settle, and then I'm gonna use it to Then I'm gonna vacuum it all out and get the rest of the sand, so that the tank is really nice and clean before I put in the new substrate. So now the tank is completely empty, so I'm rinsing out the new gravel, and so I've been rinsing it out for a while now, almost 15 times maybe, and as you can see, the water's pretty clear. But so what you want to look for, let me just fill it up all the way. That's pretty good. So what you want to look for is, see how clear it is right now? If you could stir it about 5 times, and you can still see the substrate, then you're good to go. But as you can see, it's not ready yet, so I'm gonna do it a couple more times. So now that the gravel is completely clean, you want to make sure you get all the water out of it. So just put your strainer on the side and just try to pour it out, and then if the gravel comes out into the container, then you can just pour it back into the bucket, and just try to get as much water out, because you don't want the dirty water in your tank. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you how to add it to the tank. So now what you want to do is you need to use a strainer and just scoop out as much of the rock as you can until it's a comfortable weight where you feel like you can pick it up and pour it into the tank. And once you feel comfortable doing that, you just need to got that everywhere. That kind of sucks. Okay, so once you feel comfortable, you can just lift it up and put it in the tank if it does fit. Most tanks it won't, but I have the 55-gallon is a pretty big tank size, so I'm pretty sure the bucket will fit. Not completely sure, but I'll test it. So now I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do to dump it in. I'm just going to rearrange my sponge filter really quickly. and hopefully this will fit, and it does not look like it will. Oh. I think this light is in the way, so I'm going to put this down for now. Just turn on my... Wow, that looks really disgusting. But it is clean enough. Put in the gravel. This is not... Okay, so it looks like the bucket is the exact size of the tank. So I'm going to try to do it. This weighs a lot. Okay. So as you can see, it's really nasty in there. All the fish are most likely stressed out, so don't be surprised if they don't eat. So now I'm going to siphon a ton of this out and try to get all the gunk out from the leftovers. So now I'm officially finished for the night, and I'm gonna just see how this settles. And so I've done about 50 gallons of water changes, so just almost at the tank size. And so I just added in the rocks, and I'm just waiting to see what it's gonna do tomorrow. So here's the final product of the tank, and as you can see, it's really clearing up a lot, and all the fish are doing pretty well, and I'm just gonna keep it running, and hopefully it'll get a lot cleaner and look just as good as it did with the gravel inside. And as you can see, the white gravel makes it look a lot cleaner and just a neater tank. And so that is the Sickler Guys version of how to change the gravel in a fish tank. So see you guys in the next video.